Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are returning and for those of you that are new, welcome girl. My name is Keisha and over here we talk all things budgeting, debt payoff, and living a soft life on a budget. Today we are getting into my budget, my paycheck video as far as my paycheck that I just got paid from this past Friday. Last week was very trying. Like, we are 30 days into my 75 hard personal finance reset just about. And last week was the first time I just felt the urge to like spend or like, buy something that I had not planned for. And so last week was just really tough on me mentally as well as like my finances. Like, I didn't give in, but y'all, like last week was tough. So as I mentioned in a previous video, my great aunt gifted me this bill payment checklist book, and I have been using the Budget Mom's Budget My Paycheck workbook for like years. When I say years, I mean years. And trying to use this book that my aunt gave me, but it's an adjustment. For one, it doesn't have the expense tracker pages where I can track like my daily spending and whatnot if I have any spending. So that's an adjustment for me. So I'm still kind of working from two workbooks because I do want to try to utilize this book since she gave it to me. Okay, so let's get into my numbers for this past paycheck. Paychecks. My PRN job, I get paid every week on Friday. And my full-time job, I get paid bi-weekly every other Friday. So for my PRN job, y'all, I'm sorry, I cannot remember exactly how many hours I worked for them last week. I think it was like right at 20, maybe. Don't quote me, sorry. And so my payout for them was $834.76. And for my full-time job, my payout was $2173.59. So $2,173.59 for my full-time job. And with my full-time job, that's my job that I get all of my benefits through. I also get retirement through my PRN job just because I used to be with them full-time. Then I went part-time and then I went PRN. So they let me keep my benefits going. So I do get retirement and whatnot through them as well. So I did not include like my retirement numbers and whatnot in that money because I don't see that money. Like it automatically comes out, as well as some of the savings accounts that I have, like my high yield savings. I have it dedicated that some of that money from each of those paychecks go to those accounts. So I don't see that money either. So that money does not include my retirement or my savings account. So just FYI on that. All right, y'all. So now we are going to take a look at how I set up this book. Like I said, I'm still trying to make it work, but I did try to set up this book to help me the best way that I can as compared to the other budget book that I'm used to using, because I do want to get some use out of this book. Even if it doesn't work for everything that I need, I still want to use it because my great aunt, she the sweetest, y'all. She did not have to do that. And I was so surprised when I went to the mail to get it. It was just a really sweet gesture. So I'm going to make this work in some way, shape, or form. But y'all may see another budget book kind of work its way into rotation as we go through, just because this does not entail everything that I actually like to have, especially with my expense tracking. Like, I love tracking my spending on my spending page. Okay, y'all, so we got angles now, but anyways, this is the book, and like I said, the layout is not bad. It's just different for me. I've been working in the same layout in the Budget Mom's Budget Planner book for a long time, so like I said, this is just an adjustment, but I did want to try something different. More than likely, y'all, right here is the income section. Of course, I've already filled that in with my income for the week, but I did not go through and do totals. This weekend was just really wild for me. Like, I usually pay all my bills on Friday. I didn't get around to paying my bills till like early Sunday, I think, y'all. It was wild this weekend, but that's a story for another day. But here's my savings section. This is for my baby savings. I go in and automatically do my baby's savings bi-weekly. I don't have that on automated like I do the other two that just automatically come out of my payroll that I don't even see. I go in and manually do hers bi-weekly when I get paid. These over here are the bills that I just pay high attention to. As you can see, I have a payment set up with the IRS, as well as my insurance, my mortgage, all of that. And then over here is my debts. So all of my debts are over here that I owe. I didn't put the balances in here as of yet because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue to use this book for like my overall bill book. So didn't put my balances in here as of yet. And this is anything from like credit cards to any like store lines of credit that I have when I got my furniture and appliances for the house. So that's all of that stuff over here in the red. And anything that has been blued out already is something I've already paid. So like I said, I came up off of about $4,300 this paycheck with bills. And I did go ahead and pay a credit card before too. And some of these haven't cleared yet, so I haven't blued them out. But as of right now, I have $519.14 left in my bill account after I had, factored into everything coming out. And in my spending account, I did have to get like some air purifiers for the house. And I took that out of the household budget, which I had set aside $150 this time for household items. And I set aside $150 for groceries this week as well. And I came in under on both of those. So household, I came in at like $90 with those air purifiers that I bought for the house. And then for groceries, y'all, I came in under $100 for my groceries this week. So in my spending account, I still have $400 in my spending account. And that's after like I had put gas in, groceries, and household, y'all. So things are really good this week. So with this being the beginning of the month, I will say going into March, things are going to be a little different as far as like my savings as well as my debt payoff. I think for me, I'm going to focus a lot more on like my automated savings. Yes, that's going to stay in place. But any money that I have left over at this point, don't get me wrong, savings is important. And it's important to note that you can save and pay off debt at the same time. Like this past month, I dedicated to definitely building up more of a buffer in my emergency account, as well as like building up my savings for my house savings again. This month coming up, I'm really going to be like locking in, knocking out this debt. And some of the cards and the debts that I'm paying off this month are a little bit heavier as far as like the balances than the ones that I paid off last month. I will say probably 2 weeks out of this month, I am going to work like some extra hours with my PRN job, for one, because they have the caseload for me to be able to do that. And two, like I said, I am like hell bent on paying off one of these cards this month at least, and then paying half down in balance on another. The goal is to pay off both of them, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I am going to start back doing my sinking funds this month. That is something else that we are going to be seeing in March. So March sinking funds, I will definitely start like putting money towards a spring break trip, whatever that may look like. And my child wants a swing set, y'all. And we live in the country now. Like I am like really serious about getting this girl this swing set. Like I want her to have it. So I'm gonna start putting aside money for a swing set, as well as like start kind of planning some trips. Like I know for a fact I have to go to Chicago in September for a weekend. One of my friends are graduating, so I have to fly out to Chicago. I need to start putting aside money for that. And also like just a vacation type trip. So I'm gonna start actually like brainstorming on that stuff this week, just so I can like start getting some ballpark roundabout numbers, so I can know what type of money I need to start like chunking towards it, and if I need to start like planning to pick up extra hours here and there. I will say this week, this past week was really rough for me mentally, as far as like I really had the urge to spend this week, y'all. Like I hadn't been like that since I started. I don't know if it's because we hit that month mark, because we 30 days in, but like last week was just very trying on me mentally. Like the devil was testing me with my pocketbook last week, y'all, but I did not give in. But I will say last week was really tough on me, and it really goes to show just how emotional and mental strings are attached to money. Like last week was really rough, but I got past it. I was able to spend some time with the girls this weekend, and that really got me back right. Like I, realigned my focus and my why and whatnot. And I think that's something important to note too. Like when I get to those points where I feel kind of discouraged, or I feel like I'm off track, like that brain dump helps me so much, like realign myself. But yeah, like last week felt like really disorganized for me. Like I just felt so off my game last week, y'all, like mentally. And like, I just felt like I just couldn't get it together. Like, I don't know what it was last week. I just was not in a good space. Like even one night I did not sleep at all, y'all. So it was just a really trying week for me, but I still showed up, and I was proud of myself for that. Like I glorified myself for that, because by now I probably would have stopped doing this stuff, y'all. Like if we being completely honest, like showing up and actually like having the discipline to keep going through with something even when you don't feel like it, that's where your discipline come in. It's not the motivation that keeps you going, it's the discipline. Like motivation will make you want something, but that discipline is what's going to make you get it. And so like the fact that I'm just so locked in and continuing to show up for myself in so many ways, despite of how I'm feeling, says a lot about like even just this challenge just this far. Like things are definitely looking different. Like I said, last week was a little rough, but we're back better than ever. And this week is going to be a lot better for me. Like I'm claiming that already. But y'all, that's just my little spiel on how last week tried to take me out. But anyways, that is it for my weekly Budget My Paycheck video. I get paid again this Friday, so we will have another Budget My Paycheck video coming out. And that is it, y'all. I will definitely see y'all on the next go round. I'll have another video out probably by Wednesday of this week. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I appreciate y'all so much. We are growing so fast over here. Like, if you have not subscribed, like, what you waiting on? Like, we are really growing as a family over here. Like, all of the knowledge and just the support that comes from this channel, like, we are small but mighty, and I appreciate y'all so much. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not, and I will see y'all on the next go round. Love y'all. Bye.